Hey, good afternoon again. This is Gordon at the Walters Mercedes-Benz Van Center in Riverside. I am sitting inside the brand new all-electric Sprinter cargo van. This is the first one that came in. There are a lot of functions on the new dash panel, so I just thought I'd sit inside and go through as many screens as I can just to give you an idea of what's available here. So here we go. Looking at the new dashboard layout here, the first thing that I noticed was the new steering wheel design. The buttons are laid out the same as the previous model, but they're a little more angled and a little more tactile feel to it in a very glossy black finish. So I just thought I'd go in here and take a look at the different screens. So if I hit the home screen here, same as before, we can toggle left and right, up and down, going through the different screens of information, going all the way to the left over to service, and pushing the button we can again check for tire pressures, the Assist Plus system. That lets us know when it's time for the next service, and that updates as you drive. And then going back, go over to assistance, and this would be the screen to look at when you're using the cruise control system, and it'll show you icons on the screen representing the vehicles in front of you and around you. And for the trip screen, which is the one that most people use all the time, there's about 6 or 7 different screens of information that you can look at depending on what you want to see. That one looks new, and I think we need to be driving for that one to be useful. You can see your miles per gallon, instant fuel economy, okay, and so forth. That's my cell phone, so that doesn't count. All right, going back to the home screen again. You do have access to navigation, so when you have a destination set, the turn-by-turn instructions will appear there in front of you. Same for the radio functions, media functions, cell phone, and then your screen settings. Okay, so we'll just go back over to trip. Now on the left side we have our speedometer, your battery voltage showing remaining charge, high beam indicators, and so forth. On the right side we have an interesting gauge that's a combination showing the charge status of the battery. It does have regenerative braking, so when you're coasting, it'll show a little bit of charge going back into the battery system. It shows your power output because it is an all-electric van and you have 100% torque at 0 RPM, so it can go quickly. And then it shows your boost gauge here when you're really getting on it. The buttons on the right side of the steering wheel are for the infotainment system. And again, the same thing, you have your buttons for home, select, and go back, volume for the stereo, Bluetooth buttons to answer and hang up, voice commands, and favorites. Now over here on the big screen, we have a new one here for eSprinter. Let's go into that. And then we can see the charging status of the battery system. It'll also tell you if your charging port at the nose of the vehicle behind the Mercedes star, if that's been left open. And let's see, we can also program different charging patterns. For example, if you want to plug in every night when you get home at the end of your day, you can program when it will start charging your system. Eco charging, I need to get more information on that for you. And then it shows your maximum output, 114 kilowatts. Departure times, again, you can program when it's going to charge and when you plan to take off at the beginning of your day. So it's ready to go when you are. All right. And then same for navigation, phone, radio. These are the same functions on the last year's model, although the icons look a little bit different on the display here. Right now seems to be in black and white. It's also showing your radio functions and the status of your phone on the same screen. The Where To button is bigger, and now it's up in the corner where you can type in the address on where you want to go. And there are still different views. Three-dimensional view for aerial view. This is the overhead shot here. And then the compass view with north, west, east, and south. Here we go. The map itself seems to be a little more detailed than last year's model, so there's a lot of interesting information there. Swipe down and you can do shortcuts to go to your consumption, sound functions, browser functions, and display settings. So again, lots of different features here you can get to just by swiping on the screen. You have your cell phone functions. Again, there's no phone connected right now. Radio, media, and your apps. When you go into apps, you can go straight to the Mercedes Me functions, browser functions for going online. And then if you're into the technical information of the vehicle, under gauges here, you can see the battery power percentage left on the battery and the status of the charging and discharge of the vehicle. Okay, lots of new information on that. And let's go back. And again, you can plug in all of your smart devices and get connected wirelessly. System settings seem to be the same, where you can go in and set all the collision avoidance, vehicle light system, braking systems, and so forth. Everything's pretty much the same as it was before, a little more colorful than last year. One touch on your shortcut button to go to your parking camera, and there seems to be 3 different views. There's a wide angle rear, normal rear, and more of a down angle to your trailer hitch if you add a trailer hitch to the van. One touch shortcut to your phone functions, navigation system, your radio system, AM, FM, stereo, and Bluetooth, and one touch to the van settings itself. So this one does have a lot of nice features on the color screen. Seems to be nice and bright. And same for your dash panel gauges. Those are very colorful and very easy to read. So it looks like they've got a really nice setup here. Come down to Walters Mercedes-Benz Van Center at the Riverside Auto Center. Check this one out in person, and you're invited to take one out for a test drive as well. My name is Gordon. Give me a call at 951-552-2831. Thanks. We'll see you here.